In today's show, I am talking about targeted weight loss. There are so many claims out there on how to lose weight in a specific area. But the truth is, you need to add technology to manipulate the way your body is going to burn fat in a certain area. Let me tell you what I mean. Are you struggling with weight loss despite trying everything? You're not alone. Welcome to the Real Results for Life podcast, where we dive deep into the secrets of sustainable weight loss. I'm your host, Jamie Young, founder of Real Results Medical Weight Loss, located in Kennesaw, Georgia. With over 10 years in the medical weight loss industry, I've successfully guided hundreds of clients to their dream weights. In this podcast, we will explore the keys to sustainable weight loss and make healthy choices an important part of your lifestyle. At Real Results, we offer comprehensive solutions from online programs and medical appetite suppressants to personalized one-on-one coaching. Join me on this transformative journey to discover and embrace the best version of yourself, ensuring you look and feel great both from the inside out. Together, let's achieve lasting results, starting today and continuing for life. You see all over the internet and on social media, eat this diet to burn belly fat, or do this exercise routine for 30 days to target your inner thigh fat. Eat these 3 things to reduce abdominal fat. Unfortunately, these claims are false. To burn fat, you have to optimize your body to burn fat. You have heard me say that several times on the show. And as far as where that fat is going to come off, that is up to your body. Typically, you lose inches the way you gained them on. So if you ended up gaining weight in your abdomen and then your legs and then your arms, as you lose weight, typically you'll see it in your arms and then your legs and then abdomen. That is just typical. That is not standard for everyone, right? But that's generally what I see. So if you don't know me, I am Jamie Young, and I own Real Results Medical Weight Loss Practice in Kennesaw, Georgia. And I have been in this industry for over 10 years. And from experience of working with hundreds of people as they lose weight, the way their weight came on, that's how it's going to come off. You can't control the way the body burns fat. A certain exercise routine is not going to make you lose weight in your inner thighs. That's just not how it works. So when clients come into my office and they say, Jamie, I want to lose 20 pounds from my abdomen, you can lose 20 pounds, but if you really want it to come from your abdomen, you need to add technology. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. So my favorite 2 pieces of technology are different. That's why I like to have them both in the office. So if you're local to Kennesaw, definitely come in and check these pieces of technology out. If you're not, message me on social media, or I can help you find somewhere near you that has this technology. So the first piece of technology that I added is called the strawberry lipo laser. So this is technology out of the UK. And what it does is it actually shrinks the fat cells. And how it does it is it penetrates the skin 9 to 13 millimeters, and it makes the fat cell become porous, which means it gets little holes in it. And the fat leaks from the cell and is processed in the body and exits in the restroom is the nicest way to say that. And you're actually left with a smaller cell. So that's how the strawberry laser work. Kind of a cool story background on that. That company wasn't actually looking to build an inch loss system. They were using this technology in control studies to see if it would reduce low back pain. And during their clinical trials, they actually found that the patients, the subjects, were losing back fat and they were losing inches. So then they obviously pivoted and now they have this device. The results with the strawberry laser, the results are instant. So when we do measurements before, and for abdomen example, we do abdomen all day long. So we measure your abdomen, we do 20 or 30 minutes on the lipo laser. And when we measure you at the end, patients lose 2 to 4 inches. So if you want instant results, the strawberry lipo laser is for you. We do a lot of really targeted things. So we can target anything from the neck down. And so we can really get creative with what we're looking for. The strawberry laser, I do a lot of brides, actually, people getting ready to be in a certain dress for a big day. So we'll do that kind of that back bra strap area. So we'll do that. We'll do arms for those like strapless dresses. I've even had where we did upper hamstrings because they had a silhouette that they didn't want any lumps or anything. So we really flattened that out for her. So it's very customizable, which is really fun. And the technology has been around. It's FDA cleared to do all this. That's very important when you're looking at these. There's lots of different pieces of technology out there. You want the one that's FDA cleared. So definitely double check and make sure you're doing that. And if you go on my website, realresultsforlife.com, I actually have a video of it being featured on the Rachel Ray Show. So check out that clip, do some research. But if you are looking for instant results, like you've got something that you've got at the end of the month, then let's get you in here and get you on it. A typical prescription for the strawberry laser is going to be, depending on the area. So you do either 10 minutes on it, 20 minutes, or maximum 30 minutes, depending on your area, how many areas, how big your area is. Like, for example, inner thigh is 10 minutes. Abdomen is typically 20 minutes. If you have a really long torso, we can actually do 30 minutes on the abdomen if you've got space for it. And so the prescription is 2 times per week for 4 weeks. Now, a lot of patients, they can't get in for some reason 2 times a week. They say, well, what if I do the once a week for 8 weeks? You're going to get benefit from every single treatment that you do. But if you really want those bang, bang, really quick results, then obviously you want to do it really quickly. Like I do, most brides, they'll come 3 times a week, the 2.5 to 3 weeks before the wedding. So you have to have a day in between your treatments. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday is usually what we do. But maximum 3 times per week, but a typical set is 8 treatments in the target area. So that's the strawberry laser. And the other piece of technology I added is called the EmSculpt Neo. So the EmSculpt Neo is, again, FDA approved, and it actually works in 2 different ways. So the first way is that it increases the muscle mass in the area. And there are main areas that you can target: abdomen, love handles, glutes, arms, the bicep and the back of the arm, the tricep, inner thigh, front of the thigh, saddlebags, which is like the side of the leg, and then the hamstrings, and also calves. So it's very specific on those areas, and it is going to increase the muscle mass in the area 25%, and it's going to permanently damage fat cells 30% in the area, which is super exciting that it does both of those things at the same time. It's a 30-minute treatment. So how like the strawberry laser, it's 10 or 20 or 30. It's always a 30-minute treatment. The maximum you can do in a day is 3 areas. So we have a lot of people, they'll do the abdomen, the front, they'll do the love handles, and then they'll do booty, right? A lot of people are using this as a kind of a butt lift because you're building that muscle. And so 3 areas is the maximum. And then those you do 1 time per week for 4 weeks. Whereas the laser, you've got 8 treatments in 4 weeks. This one you do 1 per week for 4 weeks. And that's the prescription that the FDA did all the studies on. So, can you do more? Of course you can. And can you do less? Of course you can. You're still going to get results again with each treatment that you do. But if you're looking for that 25% increase in muscle mass, that 30% decrease in fat mass, then you need to do it as prescribed, which is 1 per week for 4 weeks. And what's cool, so, when you're comparing the 2 things, the strawberry laser is going to be that instant. And the results are going to last as long as you don't fill those fat cells up. With the EmSculpt Neo, on the other hand, you're going to feel like a lot of times clients report feeling a little bloated the next day because when 30 minutes on the abdomen, for example, is equivalent to 20,000 sit-ups in the gym. Yes, you heard me right. 20,000 sit-ups, which you can't do in 30 minutes. And the same thing like for the glutes, it's equivalent, the amount of muscle work that's going on and the muscle recruitment is equivalent to 20,000 squats in the gym. So First question I always get is, oh my gosh, am I going to be so sore? That was the first question I asked, actually. And it is not, because the technology, it's so advanced, it actually kicks out that lactic acid. So you'll feel like you've worked out, but I imagine I'm like 20,000 squats. I won't be able to walk tomorrow. So you're going to feel like you've done work, but you're not going to be crazy sore, which is good. And so the fat cells actually exit the body. So this technology damages the fat cells. So it is permanently damaged once you heat it up to that damaged temperature. And so your body is going to process that fat out, but it takes some time. So it really does take some time. It takes 7 to 10 days for most of the work. The peak your results for EmSculpt Neo is actually 3 months after you're done with your treatments. So we do a before picture. We do the before the treatments 4 weeks in. So when you're done with those 4, and then we have clients come back in and at that 3-month mark, and we do photos again. And what they're finding, which is really cool, is, and I don't recommend this necessarily, but even if you don't go to the gym at all, the results, the muscle increase that you gain from doing a set of EmSculpt Neo is staying for over a year, which is super exciting. So I highly encourage you to go to the gym. That's going to only make your results better and help you maintain a healthy lifestyle. But adding the EmSculpt Neo technology really is a cheat code. So it is very, very cool in how it works. I get a lot of questions. Is it painful? It's not painful. You're going to feel the muscle contraction. And so we always take the temperature. So there's 2 different sides, right? Because it's 2 different actions. And so the heat is the part that heats up the fat cell to that area of damage, that temperature of damage. And so we always start with that at 100. But then on the muscle build side, it's a range from 0 to 100%. So we'll inch clients up as long as they're comfortable. We don't want you sitting there in pain. And so we get asked a lot, well, if I'm not doing 100, am I not getting the benefit? That's not true. We want you to go as high as you feel and you tolerate. So on the abdomen, for example, and the highest I've gotten is 60. My husband actually goes to 100. So, nice and quick. But the love handles, I can go to 100. So pretty much any of the other ones, not the arms. I don't do the arms at 100. That one's a lot. You really do feel like you're lifting things with the arms. So to answer your question, does it hurt? No, it doesn't hurt. So I'm kind of going through just some commonly asked questions that I get about this stuff. And so another question that I get is, can I do it with the diet program that I'm on? And the answer is yes. You absolutely can, especially programs that are in our office, but you really can connect it with anything. We have clients who come and they're doing Weight Watchers or they're doing something that's working for them. Remember, every diet plan works for somebody. So they don't have to do ours. Ours is just tested. So they'll come in and be doing Weight Watchers, but want to add the EmSculpt Neo or the laser to really target where that fat's coming from. So we're here for that too. But all the new, you've heard me talk about it on the show, the new GLP-1 medications, the semaglutides and the tirzepatides. So another reason I brought this technology in is because what we're finding in those GLP-1 clients and patients is that they are losing muscle mass. And we don't want that. We want to keep your muscle mass and we want to burn fat. So this is, again, another way to support those GLP-1 clients so that you can increase your muscle mass instead of losing it during the weight loss process. And that's where people say, oh, I don't want that semaglutide skin, like the skin, or they're looking just like sunken. And the reason that's happening is they're not maintaining their muscle mass. So they're losing fat, yes, but they're also losing that muscle. So they're kind of looking punier, if that makes sense, if that's a word. Adding this technology and really using this cheat code, the EmSculpt Neo, is a great thing to add to your GLP-1 weight loss journey. And some studies actually came out recently. So this just came out this week on PR Newswire that the EmSculpt Neo is now cleared, not just for building muscle and permanently damaging fat cells, right? But now there's a whole list, and I'm going to just read the highlights. It is going to help with muscle re-education. It is FDA approved to help with post-surgery and rehabilitation patients. individuals seeking increased mobility and flexibility, active elderly combating age-related deterioration, recreational athletes aiming to prevent injuries, professional athletes experiencing joint and muscle overload. And we actually have patients who are using the EmSculpt Neo, and it is improving their posture and it is reducing their low back pain. So I know that was a lot, but what's really cool about the EmSculpt Neo is yes, it's going to build muscle, and yes, it's going to burn permanently damaged fat cells. So you are going to be stronger and smaller. Yay. But there's so many other benefits to this that go above and beyond those two things. And I'm really excited that this piece of technology is out there and that post-op patients are using it, and people as they age and they typically lose lean muscles, the elderly population is using it. It's helping reduce low back pain because it's really strengthening the core. Like when clients come in and then they are talking about low back pain, a lot of professionals just say, well, let's go to physical therapy and do strengthen your core to strengthen the muscles around the back, right? Well, a lot of people can't do 20,000 sit-ups. So this again is that cheat code. Hopefully this is helpful. For pricing, so the strawberry lipo laser is going to be on the lower price end. And then because of how advanced the EmSculpt Neo, it is going to be on the higher end. We do run specials occasionally. So definitely, if you're in the area and you want to check this out, call the office, mention this episode, and you can actually gain access to our most recent special, even if we aren't currently running it. So that's a promo just for you for listening this far into the episode. So I'm going to say that one more time so that you don't miss it. We will run specials. So if you're in the area, give the office a call and mention that you heard about the EmSculpt Neo on this episode. And that what that will do is you're going to be able to take advantage of the last special that we ran if we're not currently running one. So that is just a little thank you from me to you for listening this long and learning about inch loss. So I'm really happy to offer that to you. The holiday season is full of joy, magic, and temptation. But what if you could enjoy all the magic without packing on those extra pounds? Did you know that the average person gains 7 pounds between Halloween and New Year's? But guess what? That doesn't have to be your story this year. At Real Results, I've created a free email series designed just for you. I call it Thriving Through the Holidays. Embrace the magic, skip the weight gain. In this email series, you will receive expert tips, practical strategies, and simple steps to enjoy the holidays without sacrificing your health or gaining those extra pounds. From managing holiday stress, making smart choices at parties, to keeping your energy up and staying mindful with your meals, I've got your back every step of the way. This series will give you all the support you need to enjoy the season and come out feeling your best. Sign up for free at realresultsforlife.com/holiday. And let's make this holiday season one where you thrive, not just survive. All right. And before I go, we are going to jump into Jamie's gems. I really like this section because what my goal is for you to be able to take something from this episode right away, right? Like, I mean, if you call the office, you might be able to get an appointment for a strawberry lipo laser or the EmSculpt Neo, but I want something that you can implement today, right away, so that you can keep reaching your goals. So this is a thing in each episode. So today, what I want to talk about is fruit. Fruit gets a bad reputation with weight loss. And so I want to tell you what fruits are the best to use, when to use it, when to incorporate fruit, and then also what you should do when you're maintaining. So fruit is, well, one, it's delicious, especially in the summer months. We're going into the fall, so it's kind of getting out of season. Fruits in general are healthy, right? We think of fruit as healthy. They're from the earth. They have vitamins and they have nutrients. However, sugar is sugar and carbohydrates are carbohydrates, whether they're natural or not. So I don't want you to throw the fruit away and replace it with a candy bar. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's still sugar, whether it's healthy for you or not healthy for you. So if you are trying to reduce your sugar so that your body can burn more fat for you, right? Which is a great strategy we use all the time in here, especially if you're on those GLP-1 medications. You're sensitive to carbohydrates, and fruit, yes, it's natural, yes, it's healthy, but it's still a sugar and a carbohydrate. The The best ones on the low side of the sugar spectrum and then the high side. So think of like, a graph. The ones on the top end of the range are your mangoes and your bananas and your pineapples and your watermelon are all on the high sugar end. The low fruit sugar end, you're going to find your berries. So your strawberries, your blackberries, your raspberries, your blueberries. So if you are going to incorporate fruit or you want to incorporate fruit, a serving, we're coming back to that, a serving of your berries is going to be your best bet. The one that is kind of a little higher than the berries, but really good for you still and a little bit lower on the sugar, not as high as watermelon, is an apple. They say an apple a day keeps the doctor away, and so an apple would be like the second choice I would give you. So highly recommend the berries and then the apple. Now, I told you I was coming back to serving size. A serving size of blueberries is 1/4 of a cup. I'll say that one more time. A serving size of blueberries is 1/4 of a cup. So if you are opening that blueberry container and just go to town eating the whole container, then you're going to overdo your serving size and definitely overdo your weight loss efforts. So you don't want to, you're going to kind of sabotage yourself. Even though you're eating healthy food, it's still sugar. And if you have 5 servings of it, you're not supporting your efforts. So 1/4 of a cup of blueberries is a serving, 1/2 a cup of strawberries is a serving, and then all those other berries, it's 1/4 of a cup. The raspberries, the blackberries, those are going to be 1/4 of a cup is a serving. And on the apple, 1 apple is a serving. The bigger the apple, right? And so there's like little apples and big apples. Get a regular size apple. The other one that's kind of on that maybe list is going to be like an orange. So an orange could be a good that in that middle ground, and then a grapefruit. So 1/2 of a grapefruit is a serving, 1 orange is a serving. So you want to limit. So how many servings should you have in a day? You want to limit it to 1. Okay. And when you're in the weight loss phase, you really want that serving of fruit to be at the beginning of your day. You do not want to do it after dinner. After dinner is not going to help you in any way. You want to put your fruit either in the middle or the beginning of your day so that you can burn those sugars and enjoy the benefit of that little sugar rush from the fruit. So when you eat it is very important. So morning or in the afternoon. And when you are maintaining your results, right? You still, as adults, if we are fully grown adults, 1 serving of fruit a day is all we need. Now, kids, they are growing, right? Their bones are literally getting longer and they're developing, and they need the sugar, especially natural sugar. They need the carbohydrates. Those carbs are, kids have so much energy. I have 2 myself, a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old, and they can have fruit with every meal. It is okay with kids, and they love the fruit, but they need that to continue to grow and develop. If you continue to have fruit with every meal as an adult, you're going to continue to grow, but you're not getting taller at this point. And that's really those carbohydrates. When you're maintaining your weight, 1 serving of fruit and 1 serving of complex carbs is all an adult needs, typically, right? If you're a marathon runner, that's a whole different ballgame. But a typical adult in the US, 1 serving of fruit on a general day and 1 complex carb is all we need to maintain our weight. So that being said, we're getting close to the holidays. If you have a holiday meal, are you going to ruin everything? No, not at all. And I can't wait to get closer to some of these holidays so I can give you some of these, my favorite holiday gems. But 1 unhealthy meal does not make you obese, just like 1 healthy meal does not make you skinny. Or at your goal weight. So keep that in mind. This whole episode's been about busting myths a little bit. So fruit can get a bad reputation. I wanted to talk to you about why and tell you which ones to lean towards and highlight serving size and then timing of eating it. So I hope all that's helpful. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Real Results for Life podcast. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and found it educational, inspiring, and full of action steps that you can implement right away in your health and wellness journey. I have a bonus pro tip for you. If you're truly committed to reaching your goals, then hit that subscribe button so that you can stay connected with us and receive regular doses of motivation and tips to keep you moving forward on your journey towards success. And hey, if you are ready to take that next step and really dive deep into your goals, why not book a free phone consultation with me or one of my Real Results team members to design a program specifically for you? We're here to support you every step of the way, and it's what we love to do. Booking that free phone consultation is easy. Just go to realresultsforlife.com and click the Book Now button. Let's start turning your dreams into reality today. Thank you again for tuning in, and until next time, keep pushing toward your weight loss goals, stay motivated, and believe in yourself. You've got this.